Welcome to Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires Part 11. We have 7 lands left. 3 of which belongs to Xiahou Dun, who at this current time is the bigger threat.
I thank you for accepting my...
Unfortunately, I cannot accept any officers. Nor can I accept the fact that there's 7 lands out of my graph, so I'm going to have to remedy that problem. And now, for the first time since I started an Empires playthrough, I'm going to play as a generic officer. Okay, the second time, because I played as a generic officer in the extra video in Dynasty Warriors 5. Only this time, I'll probably play as generic officers for the next 2 or 3 parts. No, wait, next 3, that's right. And besides, my character's at level 50. Everybody else is 37 and below. Might as well get my troops strong enough so they can watch my back. Last thing I need is for everyone else to be weaker than the enemy while I'm at max strength, and I have to actually clean up everything again, as usual. Now, word of warning before we start. What you're going to see here is 2 things happening, in case you're wondering why there's a long pause. That long pause is due to the fact that my controller was inadvertently pulled out of the Xbox while trying to answer the phone. So I answered the phone and plugged up the controller back in and resumed. And with that, I lost my train of thought in about 3, 2, 1, now. And I'm going the exact wrong way. But I'm playing as Xiahou, the guy who's close to being friends with me than any other person in my squad. I talked about oaths, but I never really showed them off. Chances are I might show them off at the end of this part. No big deal. But for now, I want to chop down the nuisance Xiahou Dun before he become... Well, I shouldn't call him a nuisance because he's a cool character. But in this game, every computer character, whether they're your favorite character or not, is a nuisance. Because there are basically roadblocks to keep you from ruling China. That is all. And of all of the officers in Dynasty Warriors that had to be an inspired officer, it's Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao is without a doubt, well, 6's rendition anyway, the most pompous, arrogant person in the game. I mean, that's just my opinion from how he sounds, voice-wise. I mean, he is a noble commander, but at most times Koei made him a stuck-up snob.
My strategies are useless here. I must withdraw.
And you're definitely going to see that in 7 whenever I play that game. But for now, let's focus on the task at hand. Wiping out a guard base. Now, here's an important thing. If you're going to play as a character other than your ruler, as I've said in Part 1, if your ruler is in the battle and you're not controlling them, there's 2 ways for you to lose. You be defeated, or the person of interest be defeated. Well, the person of interest you're protecting. And now that we don't have an inspiring officer to worry about anymore, or rallying officer, whichever one you want to call him, the next thing to worry about is taking out all the rest of the bases. And the officers, just in case they want to try to launch a full assault. And for the love of God, why will they not let me jump over jump over the fence? Some many characters can do it, some of them can't, without a charge attack. But it looks like most of the generic officers have this problem too. Really?
Skill, but your time is over now.
And what do you know? The ruler's already out.
Fight me now.
I wouldn't say he's the ruler. He's basically the guy that's heading Xiahou Dun's assault. Or defense.
I must write my earlier.
That's the one thing about the computer. When they're on the defensive, they don't immediately bring out the rulers most of the time. As you can see, this is Xiahou Dun's lands.
I am impressed. As long as I live, I shall have my revenge. My strategies have triumphed once again.
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
My preparation.
So since this is Xiahou Dun's lands, but unfortunately you'll never see Xiahou Dun unless it's the last land he owns.
We must assist our allies. Troops, follow me.
And even then, sometimes they don't even put in the ruler themselves, even if it's the final land that they own.
Strategies have triumphed once again.
Yeah.
My strategies have triumphed.
Let's just hack through their defenses in this watch post. There's not much left.
Shall be an important part of our strategies.
You are fearsome in
And now for the last two
Like
bases.
my earlier mistakes. Troops, forward.
Yeah, I might want to go for the main camp because there's a lot of people there.
Not lie idle any longer. I suspected your treachery. No worries. My forces remain strong.
Well, that's nice. We'll just use this defection for the time being.
Leave the extermination of these pests
Damn it.
to me.
I must withdraw.
Aww. You know what, screw it. Let's just take out the main camp. I've wasted more than enough time here. And they've got more than enough officers to mount and counterattack. Even with the defection.
This doesn't look good. I better withdraw. Think to outsmart me? Don't make me laugh.
Well, we've got everyone here. The ruler, all the officers that came back, everyone.
It seems my strength alone is not enough. My strategies have tried.
Well, looks like we've got the main camp, folks.
My defenses are
They're pretty much done.
must withdraw. My strategies have triumphed once again.
I can just take every last person out now. There's no reason for me to even continue back to the supply base.
Triumphed once again. My strategies are useless here. I must withdraw.
I gotta admit, some of these generic characters are actually pretty decent.
It seems
The ones that are the ones that share that weapon with
strategies have
Xiahou
triumphed
Dun.
once again. I had planned for our victory from
All
the
right.
beginning.
Now, the sad thing about this is we can't use the generic officer's weapons, with the exception of the one that's in Xiahou Dun's possession, to give to our created the created characters. Otherwise,
Carry on.
everything would be awesome.
A pact
And speaking of awesome,
there could be no
I finally got an oath.
I gladly accept. Our skills combined, no beast within this chaos will.
But unfortunately, we won't be able to show those events with the oaths off because we only got 6 lands left now. And by that time, the game will be over. Damn. Let's get new policy and unseen rules as usual. Yay! Liu Bei has now become a bigger threat than what he already was.
Let's deliver the finishing blow.
And there was no point for that. I already have unseen rules. Alright. Let us finish... Well, I wouldn't say finish off Xiahou Dun because he only has 2 lands left. And I'm only doing 2 per episode anyway. After all, I want to try to avoid getting over the 30-minute time limit here, you know, trademark infringements and stuff like that. So let's make this quick. Or at least try to. Ah, this one. This one's pretty decent. I like this particular stage. I mean, if it was for the fact it's on a drawbridge, just ignore the background voices. That's my mom dropping stuff accidentally. Alright, let's get ready to capture this land too!
This will be an easy win! Troops, move out! Crush the enemy!
Whoa! I wonder what Xiahou Dun's gonna be. Xiahou Dun has inspired the enemy troops. 2 rallying officers in 1 episode. This is a good part. Nah, you think? As long as that inspired officer's around, it's not gonna look good. Because for some reason, the AI doesn't want to fight back. I mean, there's only one time that the AI has actually defeated a generic officer during one of my playthroughs. And I cannot believe he just dodged all of that.
I must yield here.
Anyway, sorry about that. My headphones are starting to give way.
I got reckless in the heat of battle. I must withdraw.
Anyway,
My strategies are useless.
it basically came. It may have come to everybody's attention, but this generic officer who didn't really have abilities and his weapon as powerful as it is before, that's because between a couple of episodes and off-screen, I spent a lot of gold not only powering up the weapon that he has, but giving this guy embedded abilities and giving him a special, which is ice. So he can just freeze stuff. Because after all, rockfall and ice are 2 of the best things to have. Well, not bad. Let's start taking on the rest of these puny officers. Man, at this point, by the time I get to the main camp and finish this episode, he'll be damn near a level 50. Well, the level ups he's had. Yay! They're offing troops! They're not just standing there taking it. This really is a good part, because it's making my work easier.
A fine display of skill. I am impressed.
Alright.
Defeat will wipe the stain from my honor.
Are there any more?
According to plan. Now we will bring this battle to an end.
Oh, there's a few more bases left. And reinforcements. That's okay. They're nothing. Damn it! Alright. Just offing the juggernauts, and it's just making things so much easier.
Well done. The tides will
And now all that's left is the last 3 bases of this particular stage. Great.
Your defeat will wipe the stain from my honor.
I'm surprised you haven't betrayed me yet.
Move out. Cut through the enemy ranks.
I'm surprised you're saying that exact same line.
My strength alone is not enough. My strategies have triumphed once again.
Ah, your reinforcements suck.
I shall have my revenge. My strategies have triumphed once again.
Alright then, Screensaver. Cooperate with me.
You got me, but I'll be back.
Let's just take the main camp since that's the closest one. I don't need to deal with the reinforcements. Wait, Gan Ning was there? Oh yeah, he was defeated earlier by one of the officers. And there's Xiahou Dun. Sorry man, but you're gonna have to get your ass whipped by a generic officer. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but still. It's a generic officer.
You've done well so far. I'll not lose to you.
Now that I think about it, most of the Dynasty Warriors characters started off as generic officers.
This will be an important part of our strategy.
Well done.
But nonetheless, I'm going to end
You won
this.
this round, but I will have the last laugh.
Now that the main camp is mine,
Triumphed once again.
and now the land is
I have
mine.
planned for our victory from the very beginning.
Well, not China, just yet. I still have about 5 more territories to take down. And so far, so good. My new best friend is going out killing people. He better be good. Who else did I select for an oath? So anyway, in the next episode, I'm going to finish off Xiahou Dun and take